Dan Friedman of Media Brands here, joined by two special guests, this year's bronze winner of the Young Cannes Lions competition. If you don't mind introducing yourself.
Hi, I'm Diana.
Neil.
All right, so explain to us how you actually got to, forget winning, how you actually got into entering the competition, what happened prior, and then what went on during the competition this year.
So the competition starts in the U.S. I think about 60 teams entered, and then they narrowed it down to the top 5 finalists. So we flew out to New York and presented in front of the judges there and won that portion of it. So we became the U.S. reps to come out here to Cannes.
And what you were presenting in New York, tell us a little bit about that project and what the hard work went into that work.
So the brief in New York was United Against Malaria. And we got the brief. You have about a week for that competition, the U.S. competition, opposed to Cannes, where you have a day. And when we got the brief, I was actually in New York. And so we kind of like chatted late night a little bit every day, but we really didn't start putting together the brief or our deck until the day it was due. So we kind of had the experience coming into this of trying to get it in one day. And the brief for United Against Malaria was a bracelet, kind of like the Livestrong bracelet. And the challenge was differentiate the bracelet from Livestrong, and try and get people to not only wear it, but talk about it and really understand what it meant.
Wonderful. So now you arrive in Cannes, so you've got this beautiful setting, and what happens? Walk us through that process.
So we got in, and I think it was Sunday night. We got the brief at 5 p.m. And then we just went back and kind of brainstormed a little bit. And then the next morning, there's an area they have for us to work, and that opened up at 8 a.m. And we had until 8 p.m. that night to turn in our work.
And how many teams were you guys competing against in the category?
I think when we went in, they told us it was about 36, but I think the actual number that ended up presenting was about 25. So I'm not sure if some people dropped out or just didn't make it or something.
What were you guys aiming to do to make yours stand out?
Well, I mean, as far as, putting together the presentation, what we really strived to do was, just tell a story. And I think we were really fortunate because when we got the brief, it really clicked right away, and we were already churning out ideas the second we walked out of there. So,
any advice for individuals such as yourself that are going to work on and enter the competition next year?
Exactly what Diana just said, tell a story. It's not about putting together a full-blown media plan. It's not about having an idea across every media platform. It's about really understanding what the core challenge is and what the core insight is, develop a strategy around that, and then develop an idea that really ties into that strategy and tell that story when you're presenting. Don't worry about diving into details that you normally do on a daily media basis.
Wonderful. So now that the competition's over, again, congratulations. Any other seminars or really just going to have fun in Cannes or any other plans, or what's going to happen next?
I think we're just going to have some fun.
Wonderful. Well, once again, congratulations, you guys, and look forward to see the work from you in the future.